Hello everybody, my name is Alpa Sakarlar, and in this video I'm going to show you my project submission for the Mega 2025 Hackathon hosted on DevPlus. So for this project I created ResearchTLDR, which is a research paper summarizer. I got this idea because I am a recent graduate from computer engineering, and I have been applying to a lot of uh, grad positions like masters and doctorate. And while I was doing this, I had to read a lot of research papers. And I was thinking to myself, wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be such a lifesaver if there was a research paper summarizer? So this is what I created for this hackathon. And basically, uh, here we can put in our search query. For example, we can search by topic, we can search by author, we can search by fields, we can search by many different variables. This is actually using the archive ARXIV API, so you can make any research, any searches that you could make on that website, and this will pull up that. And then we choose a number of results. So how many papers do you want to get summarized? And then we choose our LLM provider. For this one, since this is a prototype, I only have DeepSeek available, but in the code, Cloud and ChatGPT are also available. But right now, only I have only the tokens for DeepSeek. And then you can sort by the date. This will be useful in certain cases. And then I have used full text analysis. So I want to show just a regular search right now. Let's say we do machine learning. And then let's say we want to get like 4 papers. And we search the papers. And then this is the search query. This is going to take a couple minutes because it downloads the papers first and then it feeds the papers to the LLM using the in the backend. So while this is happening, I want to go through the code. So here you can see the code. I used basically mostly Python for this project. This is the backend. Uh, I use JavaScript, React for the front end, and basically, so what is happening in the background is I have a research summarizer.py file, and this is basically fetching the papers from the archive, and then it is feeding them to a learn LLM. And for example, here's the code for Anthropic. It's basically the same code for LLM, sorry, for DeepSeek. So is this our prompt? This is basically uh, this is our comparative analysis prompt, which basically is when I downloaded 4 or 5 papers, let's say from the same author, because let's say I want to talk to Professor Smith, and Professor Smith has 5 papers that he has published in last year. It is very likely that he is currently working on similar projects. So what we can do is we can go to the website, the main site, write in Professor Smith's name, and then say sort by date newest first, and get 5, which will give us the latest 5 papers. And if we use full text analysis and search it, it's going to give us the most relevant research Professor Smith has been working on. Actually, I can show it. If you go to my searches, and here's a professor from Penn State, Kivan Meng. If I click on his name, I will get the last 3 papers he published. And these are all machine learning papers. And if I go to comparative analysis, what's happening here is that it is basically summarizing all 3 of these papers and finding common themes, common methodologies, common findings, and contradictory aspects, complementary aspects, and basically what they contribute overall and how these papers advance the field. So also you can also find the individual summaries here. These are better than reading the abstract of the papers because in the abstract it's a very short summary. But in these ones, you actually go into actual results as well. So I really like that. Um, yeah. So if I go back to processes, you can see it's processing. Let's say I want to look at computer vision and the last 7 papers. I can do that as well. And I can do comparative analysis. I haven't generated the comparative analysis yet, but I basically had the latest published 7 papers. So what I want to do in the future, let's talk about what I want to do in the future with this. This is a little bit bare bones currently. The UI is not very, I wouldn't say is finalized. What I want to have is a dashboard. And basically, when a user signs in to their account, or they would have followed certain topics. For example, they would have followed computer vision, or they would have followed cardiology, for example. And it gives you what I want to implement in the future is an algorithm that gives you, for example, oh, top 7 searches that have happened last, in the month of March, about computer vision, and it gives you the summary of all these papers. And I think this could be a very good website, especially for researchers, especially, for example, let's say you are in the field of cybersecurity. It is very important that you keep up with every new technology, for example, quantum computing and whatever. So whenever there's a new research, it is very important that you get it as fast as possible. And yes, you want to read the whole paper at some point as well. But when it is a very fast-paced industry like computer science or cybersecurity, you also want to get a good summary of it. So that's what I want to do in the future. So basically, for example, this would be, for example, these are all in the month of March. So this would be top 10, top 7 March computer vision research. So that will be it. And as you can see, our machine learning query has been completed. Let's look at what it is. So basically, it fetched 4 papers, and we did not give any date parameters for this one. So as you can see, this is from 2019, this is from 2017. These are all over. So these would be like the first 4 searches when you looked up machine learning on archive.org. So as you can see, let's get this paper. Here's the key findings and research questions, methodology, all these good stuff. And if I go to comparative analysis, it finds all the common themes, methodologies, and findings in these papers. I think another thing I would like to do is to make this. This is a Markdown file. Make this render better. I think right now it's not very good, but this is a prototype. So, and basically, this is my whole website. This is my whole demonstration. I hope you liked it. You can try it yourself by going to ResearchTLDR.xyz. So that is research too long didn't read. TLDR stands for too long didn't read. That's the internet slang. I thought it would be funny to name the website that. So it is again ResearchTLDR.xyz. So since this is a prototype website, I'm hosting it on render.com. So because of that, it is working very slowly. I have the free tier on, but in the future, if especially if this is a if I if this is something people are interested in, and this is something that can benefit the industry, I want to maybe host this full time on an actual server. So yeah, basically, thank you very much for watching me. This was my submission to Mega Hackathon 2025. Thanks a lot and have a good day.